Hello guys, and welcome to this new Tableau project. In this video, I'm going to create the IBM HR Analytics dashboard that you can see here in the following image. And to download the file that we are going to use in this project, you can find the link in the description. So let's get started. So first we are going to import the CSV file. As you can see here, we have 35 fields or columns and 1470 rows. In this dashboard and in this project, we are not going to use all the fields, but you are free to choose any fields that you find interesting for your analysis. For example, we have the age, the attrition, the business travel, daily rate, department, employee count, environment satisfaction, gender, hourly rate. We have, for example, job satisfaction, monthly income, etc. So we are going to create our first sheet, which will represent the total employees. So we call it total employees. And to do that, we are going to create a calculated field, right? We call it total employees. And we are going to create a string using the same name. Right, apply, OK. And we drag and drop total employees in the text. We are going to hide the title. We increase the width and the height of the worksheet. So just and we drag and drop employee count into the text. Okay, so as you can see here, we have 1470 employees. We are going to format that. Format bold black 10, and it will be in the middle. Okay, so here we have our first sheet, which represent total employees. The second one, it will be the average age. Okay, so we write average age. Same thing, we create calculated field, we call it average age, and we create string, call it average age. Apply, OK. I'm going to hide the title, drag and drop in here. So we increase the width and the height, and we take the age into the text. We write average. Okay, same thing, we are going to format that. Font bold 10, and it will be in the middle. Okay, next we have average year at company. So average years at company. Same thing, we create new calculated field, new string, apply, OK. We hide the title, we drag and drop to the text, we increase the width and the height. And we take here years at company. We put the average. We're going to format our worksheet. Font, we put bold black and 10, and we are going to put it in the middle. Okay, the fourth one is average total working years. Okay, same thing, we are going to create calculated field, we call it average working years, and we create our string. Apply, OK. Drag and drop. We are going to hide the title, and we take here total working years, and we select the average. Okay, so we are going to format that. Alignment, it will be in the middle, and black bold 10. Okay, so here we have our 4 text worksheets. Okay, next we are going to create a pie chart that represents gender in the company. So we select new worksheet. We drag and drop gender into columns, for example, because as you can see here, in order to create a pie chart, we need one or more dimensions, one or two measures. Okay, so we take the gender into the columns and we take the employee count into the rows. Okay, we select the pie chart, entire view, and for the colors we are going to change it into blue. So we select blue, assign palette, apply. Okay, we're going to hide the cart, we press Ctrl key and we take gender into text. Same thing, we take the sum. Okay, and we can create quick table calculation percent of total. As you can see here, we have 60% male and 40% female. Okay, the title is going to be gender in the company. We're going to format that, so put it in the middle in black, bold, and 12. Apply. Okay, we're going to format title border and we add the border. We're going to format the worksheet, so we select bold 10 black and we add the border. Okay, so this is the pie chart for the gender in the company. Next, we are going to create a table that contains the average age by department and job role. Okay, so write new worksheet, average age by department and job role, right? We are going to select the department, job role, entire view, and we take the age, we put it in text. It will be in average. Okay, we can also add gender, for example, into columns. So hide field labels, and we are going to select the table. Okay, entire view, and we are going to swap. All right, hide cart. I'm going to increase the width. Put it in the middle, black, bold, and 12. Apply. Okay, we add the border. Okay, in black, it will be in black. Format, so the font, it will be bold black 10. Okay, and alignment, it will be in the middle. Same thing for the header, right? We're going to add the border. Okay, it will be in black, same thing for row divider and column divider. Okay, so here we have the average age by department and job role, and we can also sort that. Okay, so as you can see here, for example, for managers in human resources, we have for female the average age is like 50 years old, and for male is like 47.71. Okay, next we are going to create another dashboard, which is gender and job role. Okay, so we select here gender and job role, right? So we take the job role and we put it in the rows, gender we put it in the columns, and the employee count we put it in text. Entire view, we hide the field labels, we select the table, we swap. Okay, same thing, we select entire view, and we are going to sort that. We'll just increase the width, for example, like that. I'm going to format the title. It will be in 12. Apply OK. We add the border, and we are going to format our worksheet. So it will be bold 10 in black, and alignment it will be in the middle and center. Same thing for the header and also for the line. So for the cell, put everything in black. Same thing for row divider and column divider. Okay, so here we have the different values for each job role classified by female or male, so classified by gender. Okay, and we are going to hide our card. Next, we are going to create a tree map that will represent gender and marital status. Okay, so we create new worksheet. We take gender and put it in rows. We take marital status and put it in columns. And the employee count, we put it in text. We select a tree map. And as you can see here, we have different rectangles that represent each category. We can press Ctrl key and add the sum into text or label. Okay, and we have male married, male single, male divorced, female married, female single, and female divorced. Right? We are going to hide the card, and we add our title. So gender and marital status. Okay, we are going to select entire view, format title. We add our border in black. We put it in the middle, black, bold, and 12. Apply OK. We do the same thing for the tree map. So we write format. We add font will be bold, black, and 10. Okay, and we are going to add our border. Okay, so this tree map represents gender and marital status for the different employees. Next, we are going to create a worksheet that represents the total employees by education field. So we write total employees by education field, and we take the education field, we put it in the rows. We take the employee count, we put it in text, and we select our table, entire view. So we put it like that. We hide the field and we sort that. Okay, so we have life sciences comes in the first position, then medical, marketing, etc. So we hide our card, and we are going to format our worksheet. So the title, we put it in the middle, bold, 12, and in black. Apply OK. We add our border, and we do the same thing for the worksheet. So format, font, it will be bold 10 in black. It will be in the center. Same thing for the header, and we add our border, right? Same thing for row divider and column divider. Okay, so this worksheet represents the total employees by education field. Okay, next we are going to create new worksheet that represents the total employees by job role and department. To do that, we are going to select or click on new worksheet. So we select department, we select the job role, and we select the employee count in text. Okay, so select our highlight table, entire view. Okay, so I'm going to sort that. We are going to hide field labels for rows, change the width, and we sort that. Okay, we're going to add our title. We set total employees by department, so department and job role, right? And we are going to hide the card, right? And we format our title, so we put it in the middle, black, bold, and 12. Apply. Okay, we add the border, right? So it will be in black, and we are going to format our worksheet, so it will be format, it will be black 10 and bold, right? It will be in the center, and we add our borders, right? Same thing for the row divider and the column divider. Okay, so this worksheet represents total employees by department and job role. Okay, next we are going also to create another worksheet that represents the average monthly income by department and job role. Okay, so I'm going to duplicate that, and we call it average monthly income, right? Average monthly income, right? We're going to remove that, and we select the monthly income. Okay, put it in the label, and we put it as the average, right? So select our table, entire view, and we can select the pie chart, for example. So same thing, we select entire view, and we can add here to the label. So to format that, we are going to change the alignment so it will be automatic. Okay, we can increase the width, same thing in here, and we can remove the title like that. Okay, so we have average monthly income by department and job role, and we are going to sort that. Okay, after that we can create another worksheet, which is a line chart that represents the total companies worked for. Okay, so to do that, we are going to select the total companies worked for. Okay, which is number companies worked. Okay, so put that in the columns, and we convert it to dimension. Okay, and we add the count of gender for each number. Okay, so write count, and we drag and drop the gender into the colors. Okay, so as you can see here, we have press control and we put gender in the labels. Okay, as you can see here, for example, the total employees that worked for only one company is 204 for female and 317 for male. Same thing for 2 companies and 3 companies, etc. Okay, so we can remove or hide the cart. We can remove the title. Okay, and we can add the title in here. So we have number companies worked for. Okay, so number companies worked for. Okay, we can edit, so put it in the middle in bold and 12 in black. Apply. Okay, we can remove the title. Okay, and we can format our worksheet. So first add the border in here, it's in black, and we can add our font, which will be bold in black, so we'll let it in 9. We can add our border in here, same thing for the row and column divider. Okay, so we have here the number of companies worked for. Okay, as I said, for example, for only one company we have 204 females and 317 for male. Okay, now I'm going to create our dashboard. So we click on new dashboard. We are going to define the size. So here it will be 1900 and here it will be 13. Okay, and we start dragging and dropping our worksheets. Okay, so we start by the average age by department and job role. Then we will use gender in the company. After that we will have gender and job role. Okay, okay, next we have the tree map. Okay, so we have here the gender and marital status. Okay, next we'll have total employees by education. So total employees by education field. Okay, next is the average monthly income by department and job role. So I'm going to adjust that. Next we have total employees by department and job role. So I'm going to put it here. Okay, so we're going to readjust that like that. Okay, so I'm going to change it like this. Okay, all right, going to decrease this one a little bit. All right, okay, then we are going to increase this one also we are going to decrease it like that. Change it here, change here. Okay, same thing, we can decrease this one. All right, like that. This one also like that. And here also we'll add the total companies worked for. Okay, which is in here. Total companies worked for, so we'll put it here, right? Okay, so so here we have total employees by department and job role, total employees by education field, and now we are going to add the text worksheets. Okay, so we have total employees. I'm going to put it in here. We hide the title. We have average age. Same thing, we hide the title. Average years, hide title, and average total working years, same thing, we hide the title. All right. Okay, so we're going to decrease this one. Okay, we're going to decrease the width like that. Okay. All right. Okay. And now we are going to add an image. Okay. We have the logo of IBM. So IBM logo. Okay. And I will take it and put it in here. So I will take it and put it in here. Okay. Then we have the age. You can put the age here, and we change the IBM. Okay, so fit image, center image, then we are going to readjust that like that. Okay, and like that. I'm going to decrease this one to here. Okay, very nice. So here we have total employees. Same thing, we have the average age. And if we decrease this one like that. Okay, I'll just put it in the middle. All right, same thing, I have created another image using the using PowerPoint, so I'm just gonna add it as floating. So I choose floating image. So I created this image one, and I will just put it in here. Okay, so I will decrease it a little bit and put it in the middle. Okay, okay, so I'm going to export this dashboard as export image, and we get this following dashboard. Okay, so here we have our IBM HR Analytics dashboard. And as you can see here, for example, you can adjust it for the titles and the different rectangles and the different images. So I hope that you have learned new things. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.